do, how it be, how it is. Everybody, welcome in and welcome back. It's Saturday, which means we are playing Void Scourge. Thank you. Big ups to Bright Star Fox for the raid. I noticed, Fox, that you were asking what's today's campaign. Well, let me tell you. Level 20 Astral Campaign meets kind of a Feywild Treasure Planet vibe. It's a whole thing. The party is primarily seeking various pieces of the scuttled ship known as the Void Scourge. They're currently on a ship known as the Astral Dreadnought, which travels along the oh goodness, the Astral Current. I was stuck on Ancestral Current. I'm like, that's not it. The Astral Current, where the flow of souls goes from pain to pain. The party is currently traversing into the elemental plane of air, and shocker, we're having a bit of a bumpy entrance. It is not going well. The party is actually in combat, surrounded by this mist that two very powerful dragons have kind of uncurled out of the mist, and is currently attacking the ship. The party is mid-fight. We've gone through, I think, 2 rounds of combat, and we'll be jumping in at the top of the round. Let's meet the crew, starting with the fantastic Fish Finley.
Hello, I am Fish. You can find me everywhere as Fish Finley. I sing, I play games, I draw. It's a very fun time. Art. I sell art. My art as prints. If you see this wonderful piece of art that's on my shirt right now, do you want it as a print on your wall? Check out my Linktree to find where I sell my art as prints. It's a very, very fun time.
Talented as fuck. Go do it.
Also Crit Awards. Gen Con this year, there's this wonderful award show called the Community Recognition and TTRPGs Awards. I'm on the board for that. Fun time. I think there's a command for it in the chat now to like pull up the little thingy. Check that out for when nominations are a thing and when voting is a thing. It's a very fun time. I think that's the whole spiel. Lex!
Hello, I'm SmolBirdLex. You can find me at SmolBirdLex and SmolBirdArt. They pronouns. I do art, TTRPG, and streaming. You see the art all around us. I drew that. Hire me to draw yours. It'll be great.
It's real good. It's so good. It's very highly recommend. Absolutely highly recommend.
That's it off to Quincy.
Hello everybody, my name is Quincy. I'm Quincy Savern. I do fantasy stuff. I like D&D, and I'm here to play with my friends. Offbeat.
What up? My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under those exact same names. I make TTRPG and D&D content. Do you ever want to show up in a D&D stream and shout your terrible homebrew that's the exact same version of a spell that already exists, but you didn't bother to go and check so you can have a YouTuber tell you that it already exists for you? You can do that on my streams. I stream every Tuesday and Wednesday. That is me. Back to you, Feff.
I am Feff, the humble dungeon master of the long shot table, and will be running 2 panels at Gen Con and getting to speak on a 3rd at Indie Comic Con, coming up both March and August. Tune in for that, and tune in later. We have 3 weekly campaigns here on the long shot table, and if you would like to get caught up on those, you can head to the YouTube Jake and Feffers, and we have backlogged, I think, 5 campaigns over there, as well as multiple mini series and summer series and the like. If you would like to join our community, you can head over to the Discord, where I will put visual aids, or the mods will. Big shout out to Yame for jumping in tonight. And without further ado, let us begin.
Let's go!
Top of the round. Again, the ship was in this violent spin, and with Nova polymorphing into a, I believe, brass dragon, maybe a copper dragon, and brass, the wings unfurling, catching and violently adjusting the Phalanx Dreadnought into a more copacetic terrain where people can walk around and be able to not have to get thrown about as they fight. The 2 dragons, one above currently tussling with Nova, the one below having just ripped into the guts of the ship and pulled Azalea out. Again, we are in the elemental plane of air, so we're just falling. Wizen, the shipwright, the druid, he will be able to do something about that as soon as he can. Azalea did manage to stabilize the poor bastard, who will be able to, hopefully adjust the ship as is his wont, to acclimate to the current surroundings. Top of the round with Nova.
All right.
Nova, you notice that a lot of the mist around you is biting at your eyes is actually salt water.
Mom?
Do I get the feeling that this has something to do with my mother?
You're not sure. You can make a history or an arcana check for free.
Religion.
Oh, I'm taking that arcana check. I'm taking that arcana check every day of the week because that is a 36.
36 on the arcana check.
I've got a plus 18.
The bite of salt water seems somewhat familiar to you, and whilst your mother, the goddess of the ocean, Kraden, is one of the definitive gods of all things ocean, this likely is not a direct attack or anything like that from your mother.
So it's like this is more like she's nearby, and as a result of the winds, it's just kind of whipping the salt water everywhere. Does that make sense?
Not sure. There is certainly seawater around you in this mist.
All right.
The dragon up top looks about. You have dealt a significant amount of damage to it, you and Nerium and Faust. But you did watch as the dragon below used a legendary action to heal the dragon above.
Healing's cheat.
Good to know. I'm going to look at the dragon above and below me. How dexterous do these boys look?
Pretty damn.
Unfortunate. I will not be doing that then. Oh wait, I just realized what I have. I've got something very tasty. Half as much as successful ones.
Got some bite to it.
Right? Well, Quincy, I think this is your first high stakes fight with the party.
It is. So I'm looking at some stuff. I'm thinking.
Wait a minute.
Oh no.
I got an idea. What side of the boat are they on?
Oh god, nautical terms.
Port to starboard.
Port is left, starboard is right.
Then it is in the air to the port side. The other one is is latched onto the bottom of the ship.
In the air, you say? Far away, perhaps?
About 20 feet away.
Oh, they're close.
Yeah.
You could touch them.
Here's what I'm thinking. Party, thoughts on this idea. I cast Prismatic Wall in the air and just have the dragon that is currently beside us as we're falling, just put it underneath him, and they just have to fall through the orb. Thump, 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 taking all of the bullshit. Or they just stop fucking following us and sit on that top layer.
Well, if they're stuck up there, I'm also still in the air and maybe can finally use one of my spells that is like vertically bound.
Well, we're gonna keep falling 500 feet every round. Is the thing.
I'm an owl, so I'm in the air as well right now, so I can be stuck up there with them.
If you want, I guess.
Yeah.
10. Okay, how much damage would this be in total? That'd be 10d6, 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 10d6. That'd be 50d6. 50d6 is 3.5 times 50. That's nearly that's like above 140 something. Yeah, it's 175 damage. It's only 175 damage for a 9th level spell. That's kind of baby.
Oh, I see.
Sag.
How dare you not do the map ahead of time?
In that case, I'm going to have my ancient brass dragon. Ancient brass dragon me is going to cast Spirit Shroud at 7th level.
Okay.
And then I'm going to look to the one that just got... Can I maneuver to the side of the ship so that they are within 10 feet of me on either side?
No.
Why not?
Because
I'm
the ship is
too.
big. And
I'm also big.
That's true, actually. If you want to claw your way along the side of the ship, you will be able to... 10 feet? I'm not going to say 10 feet. I'm going to say that you can get one or the other within 10 feet.
Okay, I'll get one within 10 feet, and then I'll get the other within 10. And then I'll get the other within, I guess, 15 feet. It would be what would be?
Sure.
Bet. Okay, I just need to check one last thing with True Polymorph, and then I will do. I'm so sorry for this. I have checked. I'm trying to check. Limited.
How you feeling, chat?
Work actually.
Big yellow
Fuck,
cup
man.
from Dickies.
Big yellow cup.
Second big yellow cup from Dickies.
Okay.
Third.
In that
No,
case,
just
I'll get
I was
within
gonna say
10.
thing.
I'll get within 10 feet of the one who's already injured but got healed up a bit, and I will make my claw attacks at it. I'll use my multi-attack. They've already saved against my frightful presence, as I am a dragon.
Okay.
So I will be just doing three attacks. 1 bite, 2 claws. Okay, that is going to be with a plus, what's it, 14 to hit? There's a 30, a 20, and a 24.
30, 20, 24, all hit.
Excellent. Okay, and I get 2d10, 2d6, 2d6. 2d10, 2d6, 2d6. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 4, and then, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 3 hits. So that's 3d8 per hit because of Spirit Shroud. So that's 12d8 total. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
That plus modifiers is... That is 93 damage, and it cannot heal until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Bet.
My friend on the ground, my simulacrum friend,
On the ship.
on the ship, he still has spell slots left, is going to hit the one that is is going to hit the same one.
You have
with...
inspo, Nova.
Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. Getting thrown back into combat is disorienting me right now, because too many options, there's too many variables.
Cat, please help keep us alive.
Ah!
Please.
Fuck it, we ball. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna attempt to hit him with a disintegrate. That is a dexterity save. Actually, no, they're dexterous. What am I doing? I'm silly. I'm silly. I shouldn't do that. Could they take fall damage? That's concentration.
It's a great
Fuck,
question.
man. Life is hard. Life is hard.
Life
Okay.
could be a dream.
I'm going to hit the other one with chill touch.
Chill
Actually, it doesn't
touch.
take damage. We're not hitting it.
It has
doesn't need
taken like 12 damage.
Yeah, we don't need to prevent it from healing. Oh, everything is wrong. Everything is wrong, Feff.
You got too many flavors of ice cream. Just pick one.
I'm sorry.
There'll be plenty of ice cream later.
Fuck. You know what? You're right. Fine. I'll just use disintegrate. It'll probably not work.
Okay.
Disintegrate on the one that we've already hit.
Okay. So you cast the Spirit Shroud, and this unfurling starry scape slowly blooms around you, and you take that and you look, and through the black hole in the one draconic eye, you cast Disintegrate, and you see the mist around you just dissipate, and your vision clears in this cone, and you watch as it spreads outwards like static and hits the dragon, who makes a dex save. That's not great, actually. What does he have to make? He rolled 20. He did not make 20. He made a 14.
Oh, life could be a dream, guys.
Life could be a dream.
Okay.
Who got switched?
Hang on. Let me fix that. While
Wait,
you're
wait.
figuring out your damage.
Who's Nova now?
Nova is now Quincy, and Offbeat, you are now Lottery Faust. Psych! Not anymore. Fixed it.
That is 70 force damage.
70 force damage. Okay.
And now it is time for the dragons, for my draconic summons turn. I will now get this sheet up.
You watch as the disintegrate eats away at this dragon's flesh, and instead of guts or blood or viscera, just more of this fog, this saltwater mist pouring out of its midsection.
All right, draconic summon is going to fly up to the one that's already injured, and it is going to be making four spell attacks.
Okay.
For my melee. It's actually a melee weapon attack using my spell attack modifier. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. That is what is my spell attack modifier? That is plus 15. That is 29. A 23. A 32. A 23.
All of those hit.
Excellent. That is 1, 2, 3. It's only a measly how many d6? Oh, but I get plus 4 plus 8, so it's plus 12 per hit. 12 times 4 plus that. 64 force damage.
Okay.
And I now need
force
another.
damage.
And I need another dexterity saving throw.
What?
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. And you take half of 2d6. Take half of 7. Ow.
Oh god, not the 4 force damage.
Oh my god.
All right, is that your turn?
That would be my turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my legendary action
Okay.
to cast summon Draconic Spirit as well.
Okay. What's the cast look like?
So I'm a little owl. I'm getting really thrown about by all of the everything that is happening right now. But it looks like Azalea opens her little beak to like caw, but instead of sound, just this big of like weird viney smoke comes out and
Okay.
starts twisting itself into a shape.
Hang on, I got you.
And the shape sort of starts to kind of cloud up into this like kind of dragony shape, and as it starts to like solidify in its shape, the vines become more
Tangible.
corporeal and more tangible, and this kind of white stripe seems to break through
Cool.
the vines because she's gonna go with the cold resistance
Cool.
because
Nice.
she knows what's happening right now and is not happy about it. And this dragon is gonna be like right above her, like positioning wise, just like right above her.
Okay.
Kind of, I guess the goal in summoning it there is to kind of keep the wind interference against her tiny ass wings small.
Okay. Yeah, as you do, you're still falling, but you go from a tumble to a, and the wings come out, and you and you manage to catch yourself a bit.
Yeah, and then it takes its turn after my initiative, but
So it's up.
it's up.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not up yet.
No,
Okay.
that's it.
I like it.
The whole spell.
The dragon below is going to take a legendary action now.
No.
And it
It
is
could
going
also not, you know.
it is going to it's still latched onto the bottom of the ship, so you're under it. It's going to rear its head up and down towards you and your draconic spirit, and it's going to use desiccating breath. You
What?
need a DC 20 con save, you and your draconic spirit.
Me or
Yes.
me? Okay.
Oh yeah.
DC 20. That's what you said.
DC 20 con save.
Well, I got 20,
Nice.
and my draconic Please tell me it has a positive modifier there. It does. Math. 18 plus 3 is more than 20.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. 20. Yeah, 21. That's
The two
what
of you
numbers
will
do.
take half
When your brain stops for
of this
simple math.
13d8 necrotic damage.
Oh, shoot.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You take half of 64 necrotic damage.
Yeah? What do you mean Feff got 19 HP? Home!
Oh, thank you. I'll put that.
Boom.
Well,
Ban them in
I'll
the
put it on.
chat.
I'll put it on the
Heal.
dragon below.
The big boy can't heal. He
Wait,
is
so
black.
half of what?
Half
number?
of 64. That comes down to 32 necrotic damage.
Okay, and that's
both
another
me and
another
the
case. Another case of Unsudden Legends having no faith in the party and out of panic helping Feth. How many times is this gonna happen?
I think I'm no longer an owl.
Okay.
I need to double
Owl
check.
has 1 HP, so that is very likely.
Yeah.
What?
That makes good sense.
What?
Really?
One?
Yeah. Owls have 1 HP.
Why?
Audric, don't listen to them. You keep it up. You're doing great. You get hit.
Okay. Yeah, owls have 1 HP. I am no longer an owl.
Okay.
I am falling is what I am.
You are torn from your wild shape.
It
Feels like a cavity all over. It's terrible. Necrotic damage is the rot.
And yeah. Oh, I should have specified. I cast it with my 6th level spell slot.
Okay.
So it's got all the benefits of being 6th level instead of 5th level. So
Okay.
yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, now for the dragon above. Seeing the... This is a bit of a low blow from me, and I apologize, but I'm feeling it. Seeing how many problems are being presented to it on behalf of the party, it's going to cast Feeble Mind upon Nova Wake Prime.
Prime
Both.
is the
You know what? Both of us are using our counter spells, one after the other.
The dragon above counterspells the first, and the dragon below counterspells the second.
Is Prime the main one or the
Yeah.
sim?
Yeah.
Lottery counter spells the counter spell.
I counterspell. I'm just kidding.
And
And
would
Fish
use-
turns traitor.
I would use my 8th
Miriam
level spell
screens
slot.
counterspell and nothing happens.
Prime would have used his 8th level spell slot for that.
Okay.
Bingo bongo. No.
What's that look like?
Laser beams shoot down the spell midair.
Infuriated, it is going to activate its frightful presence. And that will be something that people need to deal with on the beginning of their turn. Down to Azalea.
All right, cool. Gonna wild shape immediately with my bonus action into Quetzalcoatl, and stop falling.
What
Reminder
is
to
that?
everybody, we had a hero's feast before this, so we are
Oh.
immune to fire.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, that does change things actually.
Also, definitely for chat. What's a Quetzalcoatl?
It's like a giant flying dinosaur thing.
Okay.
It's like a. Imagine if a pterodactyl had the beak of a toucan, and also had like weird little feathers on the back of its neck.
That sounds
And
silly.
was large.
Oh.
It's big. It's a big thing.
Org.
It is technically a huge beast.
Holy God, that is a great idea. 100k
It's-
channel point redeem being a counter spell.
Oh,
That's-
no.
Yame,
No,
write that
no,
down.
no.
We're doing that. That's big brain.
That's crazy. I'm
That's
gonna
big brain.
Yame,
Oh.
unrelated. Where do you live?
Unrelated. Okay.
No, I'm serious.
Wait, when
Alright.
did we get a hero's feast?
You did. You brought out the Hero's Feast with Mary, I believe.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah, you
know.
cast heroes. Use your wish to. I believe. No, you didn't. Use
No.
your- use your-
No.
I used wish to make her so she could taste things.
Which
I
was
think someone cast Heroes Feast yesterday. Last time, 'cause I remember. we were immune to
oh no,
frighten.
that was Windfall.
That was Windfall.
That was Windfall.
Can we
So
just
it's been
say
already-
that I did? Because I definitely have Heroes Feast. I just never used it. Okay. never mind.
Sorry, chat. Being in 2 campaigns has confused me.
Bad. So never mind. No Heroes
Never mind.
Feast.
We're not immune to frightened. We are.
That
Am I immune to frighten because I'm just that bitch?
I activate that bitch.
I feel like I have something.
I want
that immunes me to that.
I want to boss lady my way through this.
I want a girl boss.
Girl
close to the
boss. I
sun.
want to girl boss my way through this. Actually,
So the way this looks for Azalea is that she was a tiny ass owl and then started falling once the owl got poofed, and she kind of like in like the flailing of falling will like kind of move her arms like this, and in like one foul swoop the weird viney things kind of start to just surround her, and she morphs into this big dinosaur and catches her fall, so she's no longer falling, and that is my action.
yep.
That is my action.
Yep.
That is my action. How far away is the one dragon that is chomping through the bottom of the ship?
That is between. That is about 40 feet up from you, and in the
Okay.
way is your draconic spirit. I don't know how big the draconic spirit is though.
The draconic spirit
Draconic
is
spirits are large.
Okay,
Lord.
so you can still see the dragon in the ship.
yeah. Okay, I'm going to kind of glide around so I have direct line of sight to the one that's.
You can also
So
barely
I'm under
see
the
the
ship.
ship and dragon, by the way, because of the fog.
Okay.
But you can see it.
But I'm underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move to the side so I'm in a position where I can get line of sight on the dragon. I'll move a little closer so that it's a little more consistent of the view of the dragon. Shoot, can I do any actively falling? That needs ground. That one has height. Shoot.
We should add a look.
The elemental plane of air has its own treacherous difficulties.
Shit.
Summon a wall. Poof.
I think all of my wall of things require a solid surface to spawn on.
Oh, you don't have wall of force? That sucks. Oh.
Oh, okay. And it dealt necrotic damage, so that's unhelpful.
Would you like assistance in finding a possible spell to cast?
I would love assistance in finding a possible spell to cast. Thanks.
Got you, homie. Got you.
Thanks. Because I'm just at this point, I'm just trying to find a spell that doesn't require solid ground or vertical height, because I can't do either. Like
God,
Call
that-
Lightning is out, Moonbeam is out. I could Blight, but that's necrotic energy.
You got Sunbeam?
Do I have Sunbeam? Oh, here's the question: do I have Sunbeam?
Sunbeam is goaded.
Because the spell is so difficult.
Quincy, how was your week, man?
My week was good.
Nice,
Thank you.
nice.
We're chilling. We're chilling. Got some things planned.
I
for
do.
this coming
I do
week.
have Sunbeam.
Arizona Red Fest happening now. Also cool.
Ooh.
Nice. I loved your hash brown video.
Thank you.
You're like, it's 3 a.m. and I'm making hash browns. I was like, yes.
I'm like, I'm not going to bed. I'm just gonna stay up, do it, live my adult life.
With my big yellow coat.
Okay. All right. Cool. I actually am going to reorient myself. So instead of flying to a place where I can just like see the thing, is there a way I can get to a spot where it's me, one dragon, other dragon?
Ooh,
What's your movement speed?
80.
Yes. No, you would lose visual.
Wait, no, wait, there's a way. Because if they can see both Nova, they have to both see Nova at the same time and be within 60 feet in order to cast the counterspell. So in order for that to happen, there's got to be a line that connects the two of them that they can both be visible from a certain point on the ship.
From a
Otherwise,
certain
they
point,
could
you
not-
crawled onto the side of the ship. Also, at
So there's
40
a- so
feet,
there's a
you stop
line.
being able to see.
So there is a line.
Yes.
saying.
Yes.
And within 80 feet, because it would have been within
Sorry,
my
I
movement.
was correcting the on the ship, from on the ship. But at 40
Under the
feet,
ship,
you stop
so
being
she
able to see.
moves to the
Yeah, I'm
side.
flying, so I can kind of go anywhere around.
Okay.
Where we need to get to.
Then let's say you dip sideways and you let your wings catch and you use your movement speed to fly up to the side. 40 feet of visibility. If you perch on Nova,
I'll allow it.
Huge!
if you
I'm
move into the
gargantuan.
if you move into the
Oh,
exact
you're dragging
spot,
right now. Never mind. We're
or
fine.
if you move into the exact spot, or if you the opposite spot of the ship, you will be able to see both,
Okay.
just barely.
Okay.
Do it.
I will perch on Nova.
Okay.
And the spell technically says it comes out of my hand. I don't have hands at the moment. I've got
They're your
weird
feet.
clawy
You
wing
got talon.
situations.
You got chicken talons.
Yeah, and so it kind of just like emerges from her weird chicken talons. This bright light. It's a 5 foot wide, 60 foot long beam of light that is aimed directly through both dragons.
You know what's in
and
between both
that-
dragons?
Oh fuck!
You and Nova.
What?
Nova is in between both dragons.
I can take it.
But how? Hold.
You wanted
I'm
to
in bet-
see both dragons in front of you.
I
so you
wanted to
could
see.
shoot both of them.
I think we're misunderstanding where I wanted to be relative to them.
Okay.
Cause does that mean I'm between them now?
Well, Nova is.
You said we perched on Nova.
Yeah.
She wants to be so that she can shoot a blind through them without hitting herself.
And
It's okay if it hits me.
I'm saying
It has to come
you
from
can-
me, so.
It has to come from you?
Yeah.
Yeah, the light comes from me and then goes through the two things.
I see.
So I'm trying to
you
form
would
a straight line
fly.
with it.
Then you would fly under and alongside the bottom dragon, and
Mm-hmm.
be able to hit both, but you'll hit Nova too.
I'm fine with that. Do it.
Okay, I will do that. Each creature in the line must make a Constitution saving throw.
I thought you were gonna say it was me in between them, and I was actually like, God damn it.
I am going to use one of my dragon legendary resistances.
You don't get those when you polymorph.
Yes, you do. You don't get legendary actions.
Ah, that's cool. That's tight.
I'm Offbeat. I read the books.
I read the
bitch.
books. That's novel. Unfortunately, it is. Well, one got a nat 20 to a 27. The other one got a 16.
27 passes, 16 does not.
Okay. The one at the
Um,
bottom fails.
And
Half
it
bottom.
takes. Okay, now I've turned on hardware acceleration, so I will be able to click this button.
Nova, what'd you get on your con save?
Legendary resistance.
That's right. Thank you.
Resisted
Thank you. Thank you.
it. Yeah.
The one that didn't save takes 24 radiant damage and is blinded until my next turn. And the other one takes 12 radiant damage. Neither of them are undead, right?
Not that you're aware of.
If they're undead, they have disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and so for the length of time. So now that like line is emitting light. I'm gonna cast that spell using my my sorcery points, or my quicken spell to
Okay.
spell it, because I needed to use my action to become dinosaur. And that's. Oh, and then that means Nova also takes 12 for AD.
I already clocked it.
Okay, cool. And then that's the turn. That's the turn. Now my Draconic Spirit gets to do things. It's going to. Are either of the dragons below where my Draconic Spirit is?
No.
Okay. It's going to kind of aim itself upwards and just go straight up into whatever dragon is closest.
Okay.
And it's going to multi-attack, which means it makes 3 rend attacks and a breath weapon attack. So I'm just gonna my spell attack modifier is plus 15. Okay, that's good. That works for me. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
32.
Hits.
Another 22. And then so all 3 of the rend attacks hit, and then it has to make a dex save.
Dex save.
Okay, while I try to figure
14.
out how many.
Thanks for the raid.
14 is what you said?
Oh, yeah, 14. Thank you for the
That
raid.
fails.
What's up, friends?
Cool.
Hey, what's up, Lightbox? No, I'm good to see you, friend.
Okay, now I get to figure out how much damage I get to roll. So it made all 3 hits. 6, 5. Oh, that's okay. 12, 17 plus 30 is 47. Yeah, 47 piercing damage. And seven cold damage.
Got it.
And the one of the dragons that got hit that didn't pass the
It
sending
does
is
not
fine.
take the cold damage.
That's annoying. I'm annoyed by that.
That makes sense.
But yeah. That's the turn.
Okay.
Ooh.
The ship suddenly the eldritch cannon on top of the ship shoots a blast into the dragon up top and manages to land a hit.
Goblins.
Finally!
Is Wizen awake?
Wizen is scurrying
running to-
for all he's worth.
Beth probably rolled how many turns it would take for him to get there, and it was a high number.
Once he was up.
Yeah.
$58 damage radiant from the eldritch cannon.
Nice. Big
Bet.
chunky.
All right, and that's going to bring us to Nerium.
It's me. But all right. So, the dragon that I attacked the first time, I'm just gonna hit him again.
Okay.
Hit him
That's
with
the
my
one
3
above?
attacks. Yeah, my 3 attacks and my polearm master, so 4 attacks altogether. Did we figure out the AC yet?
20 hits, so
So the one that's under the ship is blind now?
Yes.
Okay.
Which
Cool.
one's which one failed the blindness save, Feff?
The one below.
Okay, just checking. I'm having a very hard time like visualizing where they're at, so I just want to make sure I got them straight. Thank you.
So 20 hits.
20
Yeah.
hits.
As long as I roll
20
anything
slaps
above
even.
a 2. Alright. As long as I roll anything above a 2. 1's a 20! Oh shit! Okay.
Okay.
oh,
Bet. Alright, they all hit and one of them's a critical. Let's
Very nice.
got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's a really shitty little drawing, but I hope it helps.
It does help, thank you.
plus.
For everyone who came in with the raid, we are a level 20 campaign. A Treasure Planet meets Feywild, primordial horror kind of thing going on. We're currently in the elemental plane of air, fighting inside this kind of sea fog kind of thing going on. And 2 challenge rating 22 dragons are currently just throwing hands with the ship that the party is on.
Well, in our defense, we are throwing dragons back at them.
That's
so.
true. I see your dragons, and I raise you also dragons. I raise you
We have
more
dragons than you.
Also, I heard your bird pun earlier, and I commend you. Oh, you said you were fouling instead of falling, or something like that.
Fouling.
Yes, that was intentional.
Okay,
that totally intentional. Definitely on purpose pun that I made.
Hey, man.
Alright. Miriam's gonna fucking like hut and have her little dragon guy go towards right to his face.
Okay.
She's gonna pull out her glaive, slice up his face while the echo goes and encompasses his head and starts mawing at him with full piranha style. And she's gonna flip her glaive, stab it right into his eye in the back, with 155 damage.
Ooh.
155 damage. There's an eruption of mist through the eye, and you watch as it falls apart and just dissipates into mist with a pained screech, and you are back to falling.
Wait, she's on my dragon. My draconic
Is she?
summon. She's on my draconic summon, yeah.
My apologies.
The wind just like fucked her up like, ah, shit!
Okay, is that your turn?
Yep, that was my bonus action, and movement.
Okay. The dragon below is going to cast Wall of Force. And I was trying not to chuckle because this was in my plans all along, and y'all started talking about, oh, what if we had a wall of force? This wall of force is summoned below the ship as it slowly crawls onto the other side of the ship.
Counter spell.
From Nova. The wall of force is set into a pyramid-like shape directly below the ship. There is time for reactions.
Anyone have a
Use my
counterspell?
reaction. Used it already.
Fish.
I don't get counterspell.
Does
Counter
Simulacrum?
spell!
Nope, Simulacrum doesn't have it.
What about that third one that just stays on the ship all the time that is not allowed to fight?
That one's not allowed to fight. The Kyola Accords are definitive.
It's vlogging the whole thing.
It's just like, oh my god, yes, queen, you're doing great, sweetie.
The ship. Oh,
Okay. If it pyramids it, we just fall. We're still falling. They'll be falling alongside of each other.
it's under the ship, so it's gonna hit the ship.
Yeah, and then the two halves
ship's
that will
gonna
now
hit
be the ships that hit it will the ship will now become 2 ships.
We'll see.
They'll still be falling alongside of each other. Hopefully. If it's a pyramid, if it slices, we have no options. We have to deal with what we deal with.
All right. The ship slams into the wall of force. Oh, that's a natural 20, and manages to stay in one piece, whilst
Nice.
taking
I
a
thought you said
significant amount of damage as the ship slams and breaks and cracks. The bottom half of the ship now has this massive triangular dent in it, and as it teeters off the side and starts to spin again, with Nova latch onto the side, flailing about, trying to stabilize. Quincy, would you like to roll a d12 for me?
Fuck!
do it.
No!
Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Please.
That's a whole
Quincy's
6.
Steph, if anything happens
Six.
to Mary or Ivan, I'm coming for you.
Uh-huh.
That's a 6.
1, 2, 3.
Beth rolls this to see who dies on the ship. You might have just killed Mary.
Oh, we'll find out.
Is it Wizen?
Is it Mary?
All right, so
Fast.
yeah,
I
buddy,
swear.
and it's going to activate. It's. No, that didn't work last time. Oh no, we didn't do feast. So it's going to activate its frightful presence, and at the beginning of your turn, you will all be needing to roll for that because the radius is 120 feet. It is a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw. Uh-oh.
Hello?
Hello. Welcome
Hello?
back.
That was weird. Okay.
Wait, sorry,
The
what
only
are we
reason
rolling
that
for?
that didn't just shatter the ship in half is because it's blinded and wasn't able to fully pinpoint exactly how it wanted to go about it.
Okay, perfect.
Lottery
What are-
Faust.
Hello.
You are picking
What are we
yourself
rolling
up from the newest bout of yeeting. Sorry, UK fish.
I was just asking what were we rolling for because you said to roll for something and then I.
Oh, at the beginning of your turn. Speaking
okay,
of
okay.
lottery, you need a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened
Um.
for 1 minute.
Am I immune to frightened for
That's
being enraged?
unfortunate.
You're not a berserker.
God damn it.
I'm afeared. I'm scared.
Okay,
I
you
got
you
killed at 8.
you pull yourself to your feet and you can feel the shaking in your guts. You know what I mean? That shiver that is just taking a hold of you. You've experienced this before. There's a magical influence on you that is seeping into your very psyche, and that is fear.
Ooh boy. And I can't really do anything after that.
You can
No, you
still
can.
take actions. You just have
Okay.
disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight.
Which it is
You
not
can't
at
willing.
current.
Yeah, and you can't willingly move closer to the source of your fear.
Sounds good. So what is the point that caused the fear? Is it the dragon above or below?
It is there is only one dragon right now, and it is below.
Okay.
I killed the other one.
Can we see said dragon?
If you run to the side, you will be able to see it. But at that point, the fear takes a firm hold of you.
Yeah.
You can no longer move closer to it. You can still
So I
attack
want to
it.
move. I want to move until I see it.
You move until you run to the side of the ship, which is facing this way, and so you look like up towards the bottom of the ship, and you can see.
All right. Bonus action. Hex it.
Okay.
Wisdom saves. Disadvantage.
Okay. That's when it needs to make a wisdom save, or now?
When it needs to make a wisdom save.
Thank you.
Hex just gets on it.
Okay.
And Lottery's like, oh, please work, and he's gonna go ahead and cast Wish. And from his card, activate the Ace up the sleeve, casting Wish, and casting Dominate Monster.
Ooh.
This sounds like a very risky scenario, my friend.
Could be.
Dominate monster. A. I need you to pull from the deck of many.
All right. I will shuffle. You tell me when to stop.
Okay.
You get Don John right now.
The deck of many
I will
more.
cry
Magic.
and laugh. I will cry.
You
and be
see
so
Lottery kind of like shaking literally, but not one to really run away, but kind of face it as much as he can.
Stop there.
Okay.
This is the deck of many more. His entire kit's
Many-
built around it.
66 cards, random one. This one is.
King
ring.
ring.
This is the ring.
Okay. I'm pulling that up now. I'm not going to immediately say what it is. Don't look it up.
Don't look it up. If you memorize it, forget it right now.
I was just about to go look it up because I was curious, and now I will not.
Yeah, I was too.
Oh.
Oh, I don't like that.
Can we
Okay.
look it up?
I'll
Not
just
yet,
the ring
not yet,
said-
not
I'm gonna
yet,
tell
not
you.
yet, not yet.
So, a magical ring manifests on your thumb.
Okay.
And we'll get into that in a second.
Cool.
You cast Dominate.
Dominate monster requiring a wisdom save at disadvantage from the dragon.
That makes it a flat roll because it has advantage on all magical means.
Okay.
Wisdom. 39.
It saves. That's a big save.
It's
Plus
its
me.
highest stat.
Yeah, I
That's
figured.
That's at least a plus 20. It's a
Yeah.
bare minimum plus 20.
I was hoping
It has a
for
plus
disadvantage.
10, and I rolled a perfect 20.
Oh my gosh.
I'm rolling hot today.
Let's
Oh,
go.
then it's wait, then it's a 30? Did you say 39 or 30?
30.
Or,
I rolled a 30.
I thought you said
Oh.
39.
Did I say 30?
That's what
Oh,
I
I'm
thought
sorry.
you said
I misspoke.
39.
I misspoke. My apologies. 30.
Oh,
That's still a lot. Yeah, they
That's
say.
still
a lot, but doable.
Yeah. So both the hex still stays, but the wish fizzles. And then he notices the new ring on his finger. It's like, oh, that's different. Cool. And that's his turn.
That's different.
You get to make the wisdom save for frightening presence again.
At the end of my turn,
Yes.
it's a 15. I still fail.
press X for stress.
All right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Top of the round. Nova, before you go.
Bet.
Something's wrong. Something shifts in the mists. Into your draconic senses, you watch as another mist wraith dragon
What the?
begins to form and coalesce out of the mist. You have until the 20 mark in the turn rotation. You're at 26. The ship is at 20, so it goes Nova, Azalea, then the ship. That dragon will be fully formed.
Uh-oh.
Could I get a free Arcana check to understand the mechanism of its
Sure.
reforming? Huh?
Sure.
Bet.
Can we all see it?
32.
Doing this thing?
I think you hear it.
Okay.
It's 32.
32. The thing you are actually fighting, my friend, is the mist.
Mist itself.
All of this while the ship is careening again due to the force cage. You catch a glimpse of it, the teeth first, and then the rest of the snout as it. And it's your turn. With Azalea on deck.
Mist itself. I will communicate that to the party. Like, everyone! These dragons! They are not real! They are but mist aberrations! We are fighting the weather!
They're certainly real. You have been touching them, and they have been touching you.
They are manifestations of the mist itself!
Touching you, sweet Caroline.
Ba, 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 ba.
The whole ship, all the goblins.
Trying to get the white folks hyped up, man.
Listen, just because
After
it
that,
worked.
we got Old Country Roads coming up on deck. We're going to be bumping.
Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia.
Alright. I have an idea. So,
Cosmo had an idea.
Nova
the
is
YMCA.
going to, upon realize, would you say, Feff, that this mist counts as a creature? Or an object? It's one of the two.
I would say that it's sentient. And that, therefore, can be targeted.
Okay.
I would technically call it a creature.
Okay.
For the sake of combat and the like, I would call it a creature. Is it capable of speech? No. It's capable of hunger. It's capable of fury, wrath.
I'm going to... This spell isn't very good, but... I do think that this could do something very interesting and change the dynamic of the fight. I'm gonna point 105 feet off the shore of the boat.
Okay.
The dragon is going to open its mouth, and the night sky darker than you've ever seen. A small speck will appear and launch itself that far. And I'm going to cast Ravenous Void, the 9th level Dunamancy magic. And the following happens. So there's 105 off the shore of the boat, so this is not within the boat is not within the effective radius. But sphere starts at each turn. Unsecured objects within 100 feet of the sphere are pulled towards the sphere's center, ending in an unoccupied space as close to the center as possible. Creature that starts its turn within 100 feet of the sphere must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pulled straight toward the sphere's center, ending in an occupied space as close to the center as possible. Creature that enters the sphere for the first time on its turn or starts its turn there takes 5d10 force damage and is restrained until it is no longer in the sphere. If the sphere is in the air, the restrained creature hovers inside the sphere. A creature can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC, ending the restrained condition on itself. A creature reduced to 0 hit points by the spell is annihilated along with any non-magical items it is wearing or carrying. So, this is a mist creature.
Mm-hmm.
It's all getting sucked.
I see what you're doing. I like this. So strength save first and foremost.
First and foremost, strength save from the mist.
That is a 12.
That fails. Get sucked 100 feet away.
So here's what happens.
Yeah.
The mist is immediately vacuumed into this small point, and you see briefly this swirling halo folding in on itself as the mist is compressed into water.
Oh no.
Ooh.
You just made a water dragon.
Actually, your boy just ended the fight.
What? What?
Let's go!
Interesting.
With a
Bet.
jar, the sky is suddenly revealed to you. The open air. The ship slowly, as Wizen gets control of the ship, and you see that these almost flipper-like growths from the wood begins to unfurl and begins to stabilize itself. Sails sprouting of leaf-like webbing along the back half of it, almost like a dragon, kind of having that fanning furl in the back of its head as the ship pivots itself. Sudden silence, and then cheering from the denizens of the ship as the astral dreadnought peters out and manages to center itself. The one dragon below seems to deanimate in a way as its mist begins to also get sucked away, and it begins to just fall lifelessly.
What'd you do?
I vacuumed it up.
What was that fish?
I just want to say this as soon as possible, so Beth can't pull anything on us. But I think upon the immediate stabilization of the ship, she's gonna see if there's anything else falling. In case anyone else fell off the ship.
Ah, there it is. There it fucking is.
Make a perception check, Azalea.
Oh, bet. Absolutely.
Sphinx. Hello, Sphinx.
Would my dragon, could I get the help action from my draconic spirit? Like, would that also
Can
be
you?
able to kind of do a
What
switch
about if
around?
I'm also just looking because I'm still up and I'd be checking for things?
Would
that count to
it's
help?
just there and obeys my verbal commands.
Sure, I'll give you advantage from that.
Okay.
Okay. Miriam, you can make a perception check from your view up on the other side of the ship.
Nat 20.
Whoa!
Nat 24, 27?
I got a
27.
22.
You now that you can see all of this beautiful sky around you. Off to the east, distantly, is a massive waterfall. As far as the eye can see, from as far as the eye can see, and it's going to the right. It's falling rightwards. Below you, if that is what we can call it. According to gravity, below you, you do see something. It's a piece of the ship that has been torn free, spiraling. It looks like some kind of fortified bunker.
No!
Maybe the size of a freight car that is just spinning.
Get the- is that our light boy?
That's
is
not
that
right.
our light boy?
How far away is it? Kind of upon
About
this.
200 feet down now.
Okay.
If you let Nova know, he can go grab it.
I'm gonna yell about it as I nosedive at it, and I can fly with my dash. I'm gonna 160 feet.
You tuck
first.
your wings, and with your weird toucan beak.
I'm gonna command the draconic spirit Nerium's riding. I'm gonna go after it, and Nova's also just gonna backflip off the ship as a dragon, as we all nosedive.
My draconic spirit's also gonna follow, so it's just gonna be like.
The four
Big squawk.
creatures dive down after the bunker. Lottery.
Mhm.
Good evening, sir.
Oh.
How are you this fine day?
A little weak. Didn't realize that the West spell would make me feel so dreary after a little bit.
My
Had
friend,
two dragons.
allow me to attend to your needs.
Who are you? You don't sound like her. You actually sound like something in your throat.
Oh. I have the privilege of being named by you. What shall my name be?
Well, names have to be.
My
it was often
lord.
based. Oh, thank you. This is also sudden, actually. What are you? Are you in the ring? Are you the ring, or is it like?
I am, in fact, the ring.
A sentient piece of jewelry? Cute.
Thank you. I prefer the term regal, but to each their own. I am a kind of, let's say, butler for you, good sir.
Oh, indeed. So what do you bottle?
Whatever you need, I will do mine best.
Are you magical, arcane inclined, physical, emotional, or just...
Very much so. I am able to give
Okay.
you all. I am able to watch your back. I
Okay.
will be the closest friend you will ever have and will ever need.
Oh, that's a bit... It's a bit forward, don't you think? But, you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. Let's do a trial run. Commitments of...
Let us start with this.
And you feel healing magic pour over you, emanating as cool wind from the ring. You get an even 75 health back.
Ooh. Cool. Would any of that, because I'm already full health, would any of that kind of like help negate the lack of strength from the wish spell that happened just the night before?
It can take the weakness from you, yes.
Okay. So would that say, like, my strength right now is a 3?
Mhm.
Would that healing or maybe restoration in some way bring me back up to kind of maybe a bit normalcy, back to 8
Yeah, I'd
strength?
say so.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, that is quite a trick. That's quite some magic you have there. How often can you do such things?
I can do a number of things a number of times.
And I will get that more ironed out in a minute. It is able to, as a legendary action, give you a long rest.
Yo!
There are other abilities that it has, but it'll work in kind of various charges per day. The long rest would take all of the charges, and that's not what it just did for you. So it has other protective measures. It is a ring built around protection.
Interesting. And you came from the cards.
I might have,
pulled-
indeed.
Okay.
Also, welcome in, Raiders, ADHD Ventures. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you guys. We are in the elemental plane of air. It's level 20. Treasure Planet meets the Fae, kind of meets primordial horror. It's time.
That's trying to kill us.
Always.
It's so mean.
With one hand I take, and the other I give.
Psych, it's also taking.
It is a multifaceted, almost unassuming ring of stone. The various intricate little chips and chisels making for a kind of a geometric scale like glossy obsidian.
Okay. You
Flecks of
are
mica.
phenomenal. I don't know what you are. I'm just grateful for you. I'm assuming you came from her, which makes you even more precious. But we will have to discuss this later because my friends are careening to their death, following after something that is falling faster than they are.
Your friends? Oh, goodness. Can't have that, my lord.
So can you bottle that back up here?
Bottle?
You said you're butler, so you can bottle.
Oh, bottle, of course.
Apologies. Am I back? Am I good?
Yes.
Yes.
Right here? Okay. It is not able to help with retrieving the bunker. However,
Unfortunate.
the party between the three of them and the two draconic spirits manages to bring this chunk of bunker back up to the upper deck and plop it down. You recognize the front door of this bunker being that of Tasks, the cleric who is the protectorate, the kind of the med bay. You've retrieved the med bay of the Phalanx Dreadnought.
I freaking knew something was gonna fall. I was like,
yeah.
I don't know. Absolutely not.
Nova's gonna shape change back into regular self and is gonna knock on the door.
You knock on the door and ooh, it hurts. There is an electric charge that goes down to your wrist. Down to your elbow, and your wrist hurts a lot, and your hand goes completely numb and useless.
Miriam punches through the door.
All right, you have a jolt. Make a strength check. That is a fortified door that Task is quite proud of. And you also lose the use of your right arm.
Rude.
Ask, you bastard!
Just a strength check, not an athletics check.
I'll allow athletics.
Oh yeah? Okay. That loves me. Let's see. That will be 36.
36. You manage to put this crater-like dent into the door, but it actually doesn't. It doesn't break open.
What if
That
he's dead in
speaks
there?
to the engineering of this bloody door. Task!
You yell Task, and through the cracks that have been formed, you step back as you have stepped in something, and you see blood pooling out from the out along the floor of the deck.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay.
Oh, he's dead in there. Shit. She tries to peel it like a fucking can opener.
All right, make another strength check. Go ahead, Azalea.
Azalea is going to immediately kind of step out of wild shape, and then if there is any amount of space made in the door or in the in what Miriam's doing, if there's any line of sight to any amount of in the room, I'm going to use an ability to teleport inside.
Okay.
37.
Glancing at the reflection of the blood through the crack, you can see slightly into the room, and you're in. You find Task. You find him everywhere. Just an absolute scattering mess. And you need to make a con save and a wisdom save and a dex save.
Okay. All right. I was going to teleport the rest of my folks in here, but maybe I should make the
various
saves first.
gases are mixing with various other things that have broken inside the various walls of jars throughout the room.
You said con save
First a con save as you are breathing in the gas. Then a wisdom save as the various attributes of the room attack you. And then a dex save as a trap is sprung.
Okay, the con save is a nat 20 for 30.
Okay.
I just used my advantage on the dex save and I got another nat 20, or I guess it was on, the second was the wisdom save. So I guess this I got another nat 20 on the wisdom save, so 33. And I don't have these dice are so nice, thank you, Beth.
What?
What?
You get too high and squeaky, we can't tell what you're saying.
Just rolled a third nat 20.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Are you serious?
Serious. I got a 20, and then I got a 3, and then I used the inspo, and I got a 20, and then another 20. I kid you not.
Holy crap.
Dice.
These are just to be clear, these are the wonderful dice from Dispel Dice that Feff bought me at Gen Con. Thank you, Feff. They're so nice. They actually don't hate me. It's wonderful. Thank you. That's absurd.
That's
absurd.
Bonkers.
That's absurd.
Yeah, I think you win Dungeons and Dragons.
That's absurd.
You managed to, after almost the debilitating immediate aggressive effects upon yourself, managed to sideswipe and lean out of the way as this face hugger of an insect launches out and breaks itself against the inside of the door. As Nerium, you peel it open.
Yeah. That's absurd.
Task is everywhere.
Okay.
Is he like? Do we see like is there parts of him?
It's
Yeah,
mostly viscera.
Okay. He's been dead for less than 200 years.
Yes.
And is not dead for old age.
As far as you know.
Old age is not what killed him. Did age explode him? Did he explode because he got too old?
No, he got pinballed around his loved bunker. His beloved bunker.
He has a lot of sharp things and glass, a lot of stuff in there that caused him pain.
Yeah, it was bad.
So, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. That's absurd. That is absurd. Azalea's gonna, so she teleports in there because she realizes the severity of the situation. She's also like the other healer.
Mm-hmm.
And after being buffeted by Task's personality posthumously, she manages to get her bearings long enough to have what was it? Nerium rip the door.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of in this moment, Azalea is going to find something of matter. If there is any of it that is slightly more matter than the rest of it.
You find the front of a skull, and it just kind of rammed into the beak of the plague mask, and all the little bits.
To pick that up, and just kind of sit on the ground and start casting True Res.
Okay.
So when Nerium and Nova break in, Azalea's just already prepping that and getting set up for that. Because that's gonna take an hour.
Okay. Nerium,
he's
you
gonna
wade
be so
in.
mad at us.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be pissed.
Quick, mend the door.
Okay, I'll start mending the door, but it's off its hinges.
Oh, mend it, wizard man.
Me and my sim are gonna start casting mend on the door.
Okay.
Listen, if he's mad at you, it's fine. You can't be mad at me.
Another raid. Misty Mountain Streaming, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my god.
Thank you, guys.
Good beans, good friends. Everyone go follow them. Amazing. Heck. Okay. Thank you.
Love you guys.
Lottery. Now that the ship has evened out in the elemental plane of air, looking over the edge, looking down, now that everything is clear and beautiful, looking down, you can see that there is a cloud line down there that seems to almost bubble, and strange gases erupt out of it and then kind of settle back down, almost like within the elemental plane of air, the heavier than air gases have formed this kind of not a sea or a land, but there's just this roiling field of clouds.
As we're kind of flying through, are we passing these clouds and like
No, that's below you. That's
okay.
down there.
Okay.
You are sailing now in the sky, and these beautiful skyscrapers of clouds, just huge, awe-inspiring cloudscape before you. You don't see a sun. You don't see a point of light, but there's this kind of golden and silver glow emanating from the east and the west. And in the middle, directly above you, if you will, is kind of this beautiful light purplish pink shimmer.
Okay. Is any of this familiar? Does this like
I don't think you have not been to the elemental plane of air before, so all of this is brand new.
All right, so can I cast legend lore on myself to learn of this?
Sure.
So
What's the cast look like?
So it requires incense, so Lottery's gonna kind of pull out some incense and burn it with a spark. He'll take a card from the deck of many and using Prestige kind of like use the sparks and everything to light the incense, and it kind of just wafts around him. And he's kind of like looking and describing what he's seeing.
Okay.
As the pink blue smoke kind of swirls around him, and it brings to my mind a brief summary of everything significant about these clouds or about this plane, just so he's not so ignorant going into this world.
Okay.
Describing the plane of air and what is he getting into here?
The elemental plane of air touches on two other elemental planes. The massive waterfall to the east likely is connecting to the elemental plane of water.
Okay.
And you're getting that kind of goldish hue from there. On the far side, on the other side, is probably, if you go far enough, will eventually connect to the elemental plane of fire. This land has no bottom. It simply is, if you go far enough down, it's where those heavier gases kind of connect, and there's a lot of danger down there. If you go high enough, you'll eventually get into places where the air is a lot thinner and harder to breathe.
It's like a... So why are we here again? This place is not very welcoming or livable.
Into the void, Scourge.
Yeah, it is probably going to stay there.
You're welcome to stay yourself, but this is where we go. We follow the pieces and we collect them, Lottery.
Weren't you asking to try and die?
Yeah, what did you... I thought you were the one with the death wish.
Once every day, death requires me to be prepared, and I am no longer prepared right now.
Well, we're here now, and it looks like the ship is in... we're gonna be repairing for a little bit, honestly.
Already you hear the crew of goblins going to work under Wizen's tutelage, getting various pieces in place, and then you watch as the druid kneels down, and in the manner of the Adeline Circle, which he belongs to, begins singing the tree that is in the center of this ship to grow and shape around the broken bits and pieces.
Interesting.
Azalea.
So excited for this. He's gonna be so mad at me.
As the viscera begins to form back together, you notice that this horribly mangled person that is tasked with his melted face and the various burn marks, you notice as his body is sewing back together, the burn marks form a symmetrical pattern on his chest, coming to a point before it is actually healed and the skin smooths over. And this strange pattern you briefly glimpsed disappears. And a now much younger Task.
Nova did it.
And he's going to panic and cast and go to cast a spell, slamming his hand onto the ground as he melds into the stone beneath him.
Task, what are you doing, mate?
I'd like to think I'm still holding his mask.
Okay.
And I'm like just sitting cross-legged on the floor next to him, just because like I've been casting a spell for an hour. And as I watch him just kind of gasp and start like panic melding into the floor, I'm just gonna hold the mask out over his like above him. You may want this.
You see him halfway into the stone as he locks eyes with you. And then relief. And he sits up and he takes the mask and he puts it on and starts looking around.
Well, congratulations. I believe we have successfully revived the doctor. We can find the rest of the doctor inside here.
Lottery pokes his head and he'd be like, interesting decoration choice.
Given that all of his injuries are healed via true res, do his eyes, are they still the same color they were when I met him on the ship, or are they the color that they were in the dream?
They are now the color that you saw in the dream, which I believe was an icy blue.
Hold on, I'm trying to find the note that I left because it was like I have a whole list of things that I have to pull out to mess with them later. He has one green and one blue eye. Okay, cool.
He looks very young. Task suddenly appears before you now that the wounds of his past adventures have healed. He looks maybe 25. Whereas he was this hunched, doddering, perceived as this older human. And you see him look down. See that the melted skin and the pattern around it is gone. And he looks up and goes, "Oh, gods above and below."
Oh, shit.
And he looks about the inside and his now destroyed inventory that he spent a lifetime collecting.
That's a really weird way to say thank you.
And that's where we're going to go to break.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Everyone enjoy this music from Arcane Anthems.
Thanks,
it's our
Mom.
theme music. Not the music I was do, but this music. There we go. And we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Context.
I did middle school dance.
Middle school dance.
Check and make sure
Trying to
everyone's in
riz
the right
up,
spot.
trying to riz up a teacher.
You're the chaperone at a school
Mr.
event.
Charleston looking over there with his cardigan.
Oh no. Okay. Okay.
It's a weird way to say thank you.
He looks
way we
about
could
himself as he picks himself up and goes, "You have my thanks. I need clothes." And he's gonna just about himself and
How much of this is fixable?
the building itself I can fix. My collection, however, I don't think we will be able to mend the magical bits that I've been collecting all these years. Oh my god, my lisp is gone. Oh. He's gonna get back to. He's gonna start cleaning up his room.
Nova's
I
gonna
don't-
peek inside while he's fixing, while his sim is fixing the room. Be like, you know, I if you want the lisp back, I'm pretty sure Nerium could just like.
He pointedly ignores you. I'm proud as a
I'm
cat.
amenable to helping with that as well.
Yes, you're all very powerful.
No, I'm
You're all
saying
very
we're
strong and deadly. He
We're all
looks a
saying
bit
that
more
we're
torn.
not dentists.
He looks a little more torn up than he's trying to let on about his collection being destroyed.
I don't think
Take a
Azalea
sample
would
from
care,
David.
but Fish cares. Where is the Mind Flayer tadpole?
That was the face grabber that tried to latch onto you earlier. You
Oh.
don't see it now.
Oh,
How many things in your collection could have killed us?
It's a moot
I'd
point
like
at
to-
this point, isn't it?
I'd like to think Melly has probably like tracked down the thing like cats do with bugs.
Well, he can try.
Melly's gonna try.
Roll investigation. Or for Melly.
Poor Melly.
Can
Okay, what is
certainly
a
try.
cat's investigation?
It's your familiar. I believe it runs off of
Yeah,
your
yeah,
mental
but I
stats.
gotta find out what the familiar stat block is. They have different ones. Come on, the internet. I believe in you. There it is. Oh no. Investigation's an intelligence one, isn't it?
If we need help finding it, I can cast locate creature and we can find the Mind Flayer tadpole.
I rolled very low. So Melly thinks she's hot on its trail, in cat form. She is not.
Prowling about.
Just found a little cockroach.
I'm gonna first I'm gonna look into the collection and see if I can find anything that is salvageable. And start just picking what is salvageable using any sort of arcane magic and my knowledge of the weirdness.
You find a small patch of purple moss.
The task. This looks
Don't touch it! Don't touch it! Don't touch it! Don't touch it!
okay. Not touching. Not touching. What is it?
I haven't named it yet. I found it in the Feywild long ago. When it is on your skin and you are hit with fire, it leaves a very strange scarring upon your body, and your composition changes. You become.
Is that what you did to yourself?
I'm just gonna look to him and I'm gonna go, aha. And you discovered this.
To the detriment of mine, traveler friend who was with me at the time. I had to put him down.
I see. And you were left scathed.
I'd rather not talk about my burns, he says to the both of you.
Or lack thereof.
Azalea gives him this look of like, this isn't over.
Oh God, Mary! Miriam runs to the kitchen.
You find Mary hiding inside a big crock pot. Just like,
You're okay. We're good. It's all done. You're okay.
I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay. Oh my God.
Are you good? Are you okay?
Task died. We had to bring him back. He's okay. Like better than he was when we last saw him. Like he's a toddler. He's like 25. What an old man.
Oh. Goes back to hiding in the pot. You see the lid, a little goopy amorphous thing. Grab the lid and boop.
They're just gonna carry this crock pot.
Just hugs the crock pot. And goes back to the people.
Azalea's gonna look over at Nova as Nova's like going through looking for stuff that's salvageable, and just says, if there is any plant matter, I can assist in restocking. Let me know.
Once I take inventory, I might call upon you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And if you need any
Again.
weird creatures, let me know. I can probably make them.
Goodness.
Need
Yeah, I
to
can
door
just
tested. I got you.
Make a sim, yes, true polymorph it. Within a few days, it's basically the same thing.
Basically.
Oh, effectively, honestly. Until you dispel it.
I'll keep that in mind. If everyone could vacate, please.
You're on the main deck, my friend. This is just kind of where we hang out. I think we need Wizen to move you back to your. I'm just gonna seal him in there. Bend the door. Wizen, is Wizen?
What? Fuck! Shit! What? We good? Looking out into the sky.
Yeah, we're fine. How do you suppose we move the med bay back to the med bay?
I was going to grow a new med bay.
I don't think.
You need to move this one back to where it was.
All right. I'm in.
I'm gonna knock on Task's door and be like, "You're moving."
Excellent. Thank you.
Try not to die this time.
Oh my God.
How are you feeling, Lottery?
Lottery's kind of like huddling over, just kind of like not paying attention to anything happening and casting Identify over the ring.
Okay. You cast
What?
Identify.
What?
on
Hello?
the ring.
Yes. Oh, I'm good. I'm fine. Crazy fight. Dragons. How are you?
I'm
Okay.
fine. I'm
Neri, make an insight check.
near. I mean, my passive insight's 20. Does that help at all?
Make an insight check.
Bet. 27.
27. Lottery.
Rolled a 28 on deception.
Ooh. Motherfucker.
Seems perky.
Really happy for someone who might have died.
Once a day keeps the grave away? Or something? I don't know. It was a rush, though. I'd like to do it once a day, because too many times is a little...
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
Mhm.
You could die just being on the ship. Never mind encountering something.
Lottery, you cast Identify on the ring.
Yes, please.
This ring has 8 charges and recharges 1d8 charges at dawn. For 1 charge, you can cast, and these are as legendary actions. Sorry, one of them. The first charge is shield, and that's a reaction. That's not a legendary reaction. For 2 charges, you can cast Remove Curse. For 4 charges, Power Word Heal.
Cool.
And for the full 8 charges, you get the benefits of a long rest.
crazy.
Remove curse and power word heal can only be cast upon the bearer of the ring. As well as shield. And the lung, all of it. It's all
Makes sense.
upon the bearer of the ring. I'm gonna let you name it.
Okay.
And so whenever you've got that name in the pocket, let me know.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Cool. Lottery tries to kind of like pull it off his thumb, just like to see if it will release.
What are you doing? Oops, that's not.
More cuts.
Sorry.
Crow maiden.
Why are you taking me off?
And then it cuts as you take the ring off.
Put it back on.
Well,
I'm just checking.
did I displease you in some way, my
Oh, you
lord?
did. It was not you. It's past trauma. You understand. Cursed objects. Almost dying.
Indeed. Well,
The lady of luck being awful fickle, giving me weird blessings.
ah,
The whole thing.
That said, this is not a curse, but it hates being taken off. Just from a personality standpoint.
Sure. All right. Just make sure you are okay. Just don't turn my thumb green. That's all I ask.
I would never, my lord. Please, I am made of obsidian.
Obsidian. I'll call you Abby.
I'll be.
It, because you cast Identify on it, you would know that it is lawful neutral. It is bound to serve you. And the only thing that trumps its loyalty to you is its fear of being discarded.
Okay.
The idea of an eternity cast into some hole somewhere by the side of the road is hell for it.
Cool.
Is that the door?
Alright. Well, seems like you are stuck with me, Abby.
And I am bound to you, my lord.
Seems good, seems good, seems good.
I'll wait for Offbeat to get back. Fish, I'm curious. Why do you torture Task so?
Ooh.
Because he's mildly annoying, and this is the first time that he can't just like be all like, "Grr,
Okay.
I'm so
Mildly
serious."
annoying.
It's like
Says the serious
nightmare.
character.
Okay, I delight in the troubles of others. That is my whole thing.
Okay.
And like, I'm not about to torment Nova or Nerium. Like, that's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna torment Mary or Iman because they are the most wholesome things ever to exist. Haven't made decisions about lottery yet. We'll figure that one out. But basically, of all of the crew, the kind of the only people that Azalea is like, that would be fun to mess with is Task and Ace. But she hasn't seen or talked to Ace since like the first time that they interacted. And Renekton. And Renekton's kind of just like, it's kind of the same boat as Ace, of like they haven't been like present forces, so she's just not focused on them.
Okay.
But she's just amused at people suffering, and right now she has like fun tasks. So
I'm
she's like,
not reprimanding you or anything like that. I'm filling time.
Well, in that case, let me tell you that I'm just kidding.
It all
It was
started.
a long time ago.
I was a simple fever dream. When I was a young fever dream.
I was. We all got distracted for about a moment while we got smushed.
Okay.
What are they called? The when you're not asleep but you are asleep. And then there's like
Daydreaming?
something.
Sleep paralysis?
Sleep paralysis demon. I was but a sleep paralysis demon, and then I evolved,
I was but a stress dream.
I can still hear y'all. It's getting sold.
Nah. Azalea, because she's not in the nightmare realm, I feel like she just has like this itch that needs to be scratched by just tormenting people.
Speaking
And-
of,
Oh,
this is a
no.
great time to segue a little bit. Azalea, you are vaguely able to sense conscious beings around you. And as the good God, Offbeat, that was amazing. As the ship begins to right itself in the direction that it was originally intending to go in, you catch a tasty morsel. You sense a being. A Kalashtar. Maybe the most decadent mortal that you could feast upon.
You're using a lot of adjectives to describe this person, and Fish is concerned. Fish, the person, feels concerned for your adjective choices.
You know, in Bugs, like in Looney Tunes, when they catch the smell and it like kind of lifts them, you sense a Kalashtar somewhere, and you actually drool. You don't drool, but your mouth like waters. A Kalashtar is the favored host for nightmares, for the quarry.
Oh. I understand now.
You know that they cannot dream.
Interesting.
Maybe an hour passes. Just barely a short rest, if you will. When
Marked.
when you hear the Phalanx dreadnought, the ghost spriggan that mans the ship. We will be arriving at our location soon. Annie, go ahead and post the 2 locationary pictures I sent you. As the party rounds about a large cloud, a large geyser cumulus, you see this floating island. This was, according to our prow maiden, the location of the ping of the piece of the Void Scourge. Perception checks from the party.
Oh boy. Natural 20.
Hey!
The lottery.
8. Beat that.
18.
Indeed.
What was it? What was it, Nerium?
I was like, oh, I also got 18.
Oh, nice. You see an island. Waterfalls pouring off the sides and dissipating into mist. The island appears to be made of earth and stone. And in the center, you see this massive, what you can only call a temple, of 2 massive flanged wings. Sorry, 6 rather. 6 flanged wings made of this blue crystalline stone, with the building in its center where it meets. And you hear sounds of combat.
Ah, fuck.
Okay.
You ready, Lottery?
I'd like a nap first.
Yeah, good luck.
How long of a nap would you like? Because you got less than that.
The party did just get their short rest.
Short rest.
Now they're in the Discord. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Wisen?
Fuck. What?
Gonna lean in real close. What What's the status on the panacea fruits?
I'm afraid I have some unfortunate news.
What?
God rolled a 1.
Fuck. That's good. That's good.
Wait, what?
Well, it's the D100, right? It's a D100 and it's really good and we have infinite fruit forever.
I'm afraid I was only able to save this last one from rotting. And he hands it to you reverently. You know how much this... Actually, you don't know. You just know that there was some great cost for the party and his actions in stealing from a world tree, of which his circle, the Adeline Circle, protects and holds sacred.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. We hear combat within.
Yes, and you can see some combat without. You watch as you can go ahead, Annie, and post the other 2 pictures. You watch as this cloud giant whips open the door and slowly moves to the edge of the island. Behind him, he's holding onto the lantern of a second bipedal creature, and you watch as he holds it up as it's writhing and trying to fight it, and he says something under his breath to it, and lets go, and the creature falls screeching. He goes, and then you see him pause and slowly look up to the ship.
Is the
I'm gonna store the panacea fruit for now, but I'm gonna keep it on hand so that in case of emergency.
Is the Kalishtar smell? I hate that that's a sequence of words that I get to say now, coming from this general location.
Oh. Me and
Uh,
Water are the only ones who are like,
Nova's gonna wave at the cloud giant.
Cloud giant furrows his brow.
How far away is it?
The ship is on its way towards and kind of coming in for a docking. Maybe 100 feet out right now.
Okay, I'm gonna cast message, a cantrip. I'm gonna say, "Hello. We are I get to say a sentence. Hello, we're travelers looking our way through here, looking to perhaps meet some locals and understand what's happening here."
It's a super long run-on sentence, but I'll allow it.
Those commas are putting
Hello,
in
we're
work.
travelers, and we're looking for a safe passage. We're travelers,
Hey, them commas put in work. What can I
how much
say?
you deadlifted, bro.
You hear a response. Are you with the cult?
Almost certain. I'm gonna say cast message again. Almost certainly not, because I have no idea what you're referring to.
Then you can find respite here. Dock
Excellent.
your ship.
All right, I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna be like, all right, I've negotiated us ability to dock. Just to keep those engines running, though. I have no idea what's about to happen.
We
I'm
negotiated.
gonna I'm very much enjoying the fact that like I could just have Melly change shapes because it's fun. She's holding Melly in cat form. She's gonna throw her into the sky, and Melly's gonna, as she's kind of like flying, like going upwards, the kind of ripple of the honey against the wind is gonna shape into a hawk.
Ooh.
And she's gonna start like just kind of circling around,
Okay.
just vaguely, kind of on her own.
Okay. You can see a small village off to the side. I say small, it's made for giants. So, but the amount of buildings is quite small. Maybe 15 or so buildings. Very unadorned, rough-hewn stone. Almost hermit-like. You can see a few people walking about in the village, but the primary structure is this ornate temple, which is fucking huge. It's like maybe a Walmart, maybe like a Walmart size. You got Walmarts in Canada, guys?
We got Walmarts.
You got Walmarts? All right, it's like a Walmart, but
We
obviously
don't have
much
Target.
taller.
Yeah, as we continue on with whatever we're gonna do, Melly's just gonna kind of keep circling and kind of
Okay.
just kind of doing her own thing up in the sky.
You can see other dead people strewn about the courtyard that leads to the dock. These bipedal furred, almost bird-like creatures with an owlish face and antlers. The rest is kind of these little chicken legs on the bottom with these long claw-like hands and wings. As the ship is docking, the cloud giant reaches out, grabs the ship, and pulls it in with ease and helps anchor it to the side of the building, or the side of the island.
Fucking hell, you're strong, mate.
Welcome to the Temple of Vanadon.
Xanadon.
There's a gift shop.
There's a gift.
That's good for you. Xanadon, sorry, we're like I said, we are alright, we're extra planar travelers. We're
He does not
something
seem
of a-
flummoxed by this. He seems like this is par for the course for him.
We're on a bit of a quest of some variety. That requires us to travel to many worlds looking for a very specific type of magical artifact. Once part of a whole, if that makes sense.
And you have come here?
Yes, we have actually. Look, our general policy: make friends, make merry, leave this place better than we found it.
You
Don't
hear
really know how
Sorry,
we
go
do that with air, but we will do our best. Xanadon, who is that?
that is our
And what is that?
goddess.
Is it a bird goddess?
Indeed.
Okay.
She red?
Red cardinal.
Sometimes
Six wings.
That is usually the form that she takes, yes.
All right. Yeah, Rova's gonna crack his knuckles. I'm about to tell you something, and I need you to please believe, as best as you can.
Why don't you come inside?
That'd be great. I'm gonna motion to
you
the.
hear the
to
sounds of
land.
combat going on inside as he turns
I'm
and
gonna motion to the four. Be like, we got an entrance.
you watch as he makes his way across the courtyard. Maybe like 6 more of these cloud giants come out, bloody, weapons gored, and in one case he's got the head of one of these creatures around a belt, kind of hanging off the side.
Who have you brought to us, brother? These are seeking respite, and think that we might have something of use for them. Okay. Allow them in, and you show them the gift shop.
You step
You guys
into
really like this bloody gift shop.
Lottery darts to wherever the gift shop's at.
as the party enters into the main hall again. Dead people, including some cloud giants. You see a few Aarakocras, you see a few Genasi, but it seems like the cloud giants are kind of running this temple, and everyone else is working at the temple in some way, shape, or form. But it's likely that the cloud giants themselves live here. And yeah, opening into this beautiful kind of almost electric blue stone, very glossy and shiny, with a natural. There's no corners here. Everything kind of swirls up into melding with the rest of the beautiful architecture that is around you. You can see various bridges reaching out into other rooms that just have open just open sky beneath. And the rooms themselves are quite tall, maybe 80 feet high. The cloud giants themselves maybe 30 to 35 feet in size. And one stops and goes, looks to Nerium and goes, and in giant says, "I welcome you, kin."
I appreciate the welcome, in giant in return.
What are they saying?
He said I'm really hot and really buff.
I don't speak giant. It's
He turns and in a long, droning tone, and in giant says, "Kin has arrived. Prepare something to akin of welcome her, show her honor." And you are so you go into this area. Lauder, you do see the gift shop off to the side, and you scramble over and you open it, and you're immediately met with a bright, loud cacophony of sounds as you see maybe 600 different birds.
This place stinks. Oh my gosh, they have Feywild Bean Boozled. Guys, this stuff is great. It's either cherry or viscera. You don't know what you're gonna get.
And you can see a bunch of kiosks and the like with glass and little knickknacks and baubles. You don't see anything particularly powerful or anything like that, but you do see some. It's all bird paraphernalia, whether it's beautiful intricate carvings of birds or books on the anthology of birds. It's all birds. Cool. It is bird heaven.
Bird heaven.
Yeah, and you can see one very tired looking genasi who is just he's got like 6 birds on him, and he's feeding them and looking and goes, "Hello, hi, welcome. Give me just a moment, please." As he starts trying to get the birds off of him before he starts showing you all the various bits and baubles.
Does he have like bird poop on him, kind of like Radagast the Brown?
He is more air than anything else, and so the bird would kind of they're perched on like armor, and cloth. But you don't see any bird poop or anything like that.
Okay, that's good.
The floor, however, looks like it's constantly having to be mopped.
Unfortunate. Okay.
The rest
Lottery
of
is sticking to
go
like
ahead.
very specific areas where there's not bird poop. Tiptoeing around.
The rest of the party is brought to a chapel of a kind in this large ornate hall. You realize is actually a chapel, and you can see on the far end of it from where you came in, there's a bit of a 3 stairs that lead up to a higher platform, currently empty in the moment. You can see these glowing pink clouds forming along the ceiling of the room, and again, just every now and then you'll see these kind of just bridges, because it just opens into open air below, and the one who greeted you kind of sits down at one of the massive stone pews, and kind of leans forward to be a little more eye level with the party as food and drink is brought, as well as a few bits of rations and the like, or rather supplies for the ship itself, as they freely give of what they're able to give.
You are very kind for people who just fended off assumedly an attack of some kind.
Indeed. We find
he is initially uncomfortable with talking about it, and then you see him look sideways to Nerium and become a bit more generous with information.
there was a certain following to Vanadon who sought to betray her. They were thwarted and changed as punishment for their misdeeds. They are no longer able to speak. They are no longer able to fly. And they have not grown to see the error of their ways and have become more bitter.
I see.
In the times when Vanadon is away, they frequently raid our temple, other temples to Vanadon on various planes.
Is there one such plane in the Feywild?
You temple in the Feywild?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I can inquire if it would be helpful for you.
No, it's okay. I think you're being upfront and pleasant with us. I feel the need to be upfront and pleasant with you too. Let me explain who I am, who she is, who she is, who our friend is. Currently examining your lovely gift shop, I see.
Comes out, you see like a hat, and it says like, "I work for the bourgeoisie."
That is god tier. Oh my god, that's so funny.
It's just like, oh my god.
You see the very stoic giant kind of a single dimple appears just
I just imagine Lottery also having this single like strip of sunscreen on the nose. I turn to the giant and go, so, how aware are you of Achredin and the Void Father?
I know them in name.
Well, they had a son, me, and I was sent as sort of a gift to each other. It's long love poem written about it. They're like, oh, his only blah blah blah. Anyway, I had a boat, and I had a friend. I have a friend, a first mate, Nerium. Say hi, Nerium. We traveled on the seas, and we were sent to protect Achredin's home, well, one of our many homes, and did that for a while until we underwent a bit of a mutiny. And rather than let our ship, which was a gift from the Void Father, fall to the hands of those who would abuse its strength, we tore it asunder. But destroying the
he
gift
nods
had
approvingly.
But destroying the ship had consequences of its own. It woefully offended my mother, displeased my father. And the pieces, this is no ordinary boat. If it was a regular boat, we could have swam down under the water and picked it up. But no, this was a boat known as the Void Scourge. Its pieces have been scattered throughout the plains, and here we are now trying to collect all of them.
And so you come here?
We believe that, well, we didn't know at the time, but we knew that something here in connection with your god Vanadon is in possession of a piece of the Void Scourge.
He meets your eyes with a level gaze.
I regret to inform you, having come all this way, that while we will look about and take and check, I do not believe such a piece will be found here.
And he switches to giant and continues to talk to Nerium.
I regret to inform you that the son of two other gods who are not in alliance with Vanadon would not be permitted to step into our holy ground unless there was great need, or Vanadon herself allowed it.
Could I go in and ask?
Vanadon, switching back to common, Vanadon is not here. There is a tradition. She travels, migrates, flies about. And while she is gone, and he says this while keeping a level gaze with Nova, her worshippers flock to her temples and deposit gifts. Bits and baubles, shiny things. And when she returns, she takes their measure and goes about handing out boons to those that she finds favorable. So to be clear, because I'm using a weird gift, she goes, and while she's gone, people, her worshippers, come and deposit gifts to their temples in tribute, and when she returns, she judges the merit of those gifts and gives boons in kind, and thus profit, and thus the temples profit and whatnot.
So it's possible that one of these gifts was a piece of Void Scourge, and she just took that and heated off with it.
It might be here. If according to the Prow Maiden, it is here somewhere. No longer able to be sensed, but Vanadon is not here, which means Vanadon might not even know that it's here. Oh my God, Dice Autism, what's up? What's up? Welcome in.
Where are these pieces deposited? I have almost guaranteed assurance that it is here. This piece.
Looking to Nerium before continuing.
I would not be allowed. Oh, sorry. I do not think it would be wise to allow you to simply peruse our troves. We will inquire on your behalf, though. Can you describe this piece of flotsam?
Well, unfortunately, we don't know which piece it is. It could be as large as the mast. It could be as small as a splinter. It will have incredible power, though.
He gestures to the side, and a young, faintly blue girl, maybe, or femme presenting, Kalashtar appears with a pitcher of wine, and kind of quickly comes out and refills everyone's cups, produces one for Lottery and fills that as well, and before giving kind of a small shy smile to Lottery in specific, before kind of looking about and curtsying and dipping away. Azalea, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Elbows Lottery like, ooh.
What? This is my shirt. You like it?
It's hilarious.
Bean Boozled?
What'd you get, Azalea?
Ooh.
That one could either be marshmallow or bird poop.
Oof. Alright.
I'm just gonna. This is
Please be
Gonna
in that
roll for
20.
it.
I don't want to have to explain why we're
Is it a
working
2?
tonight.
Oh my god!
Hey, what?
Oh my god, best dice.
So moral of the story is, Fef, I will be buying all of my dice via you now, I guess.
Dude, I just rolled my dice for the Bean Boozled. I was like, evens, it's good. Odds, it's bad. I also rolled a 20 with that dice.
With your passive insight, Nerium, you notice that Azalea falls still. Azalea, you manage to fight off the urge completely to possess this Kalashtar.
You're so jerks. That was a wisdom save, yeah? So total would have been 33.
Nice.
Yeah.
What that looks like is you compose yourself, and Nerium notices.
Just staring right at her, just.
Nova's just gonna clock Nerium and be like, I'm gonna ask you about that later. So, okay.
I don't think Azalea has picked up that anyone's noticed her yet. She's literally just like pulled as a person.
It's,
You get a little-
just as good as Edward Cullen.
Little candy
no.
box comes under Azalea's nose. Boozle.
Sure.
Okay, that one's either matcha or vomit. Not sure which. Good luck.
Okay.
Odds are even.
Odds it's bad, evens it's not. Yeah, it's matcha.
Hey!
You were introduced to matcha.
She very carefully puts it on her tongue. Like after like snapping out to the box, she grabs it and she puts it on her tongue. And like she goes to like chew it really slowly because she's like, I don't know if I like this game yet or not. And then it was good. She's like, oh, not bad.
First time experiencing matcha, by the way.
It's interesting. It's like a it feels planty.
Oh, that's vomit.
Roll deception against Azalea's insight.
Deceptions, I got a plus 16.
Well, inside I've got a plus 13, so
Possible.
I should have rolled best dice.
33.
It's not a 33.
That's vomit. And walks away.
You walk away. Where are you going?
I'm just gonna go talk to Nerium.
Okay.
She believes you. She just opens her mouth and starts going.
What did you do to her?
He had matcha when I told her it was vomit.
Pretty funny.
Just fist bump.
low bones.
Anyway, shenanigans aside,
Would you call me?
That wasn't even close. Look, I understand it is the faux pas to go and just peruse your collections. Fair enough. I will not ask of it. I appreciate the inquiry. However, this cult problem, I'm interested. You, of course, are obviously potential option number one for where this piece could be. However, if they are causing you ill ire, I think I should give Vanadon a gift, perhaps. And why not the head of the cult? Does she accept? Do they accept blood gifts?
She does not. But I know we, the guardians of her temple and her horde, would be very grateful for such a boon.
Well, this is the Proud Maiden, by the way. She's very small now. She can't sense the peace anyway here nowadays, so we know it's in this plane. We don't know where it is. It could be in the temple. It could be elsewhere. We will mark this place and come back. I think we should check out the cult anyway. And if you do happen to find, if Vanadon returns, please let me know. I would do much to speak with them about this potential peace that they may have.
Roll persuasion.
$19?
He kind of sits back and slowly nods. These are lawful good. This is a faction that is lawful good, and they do not stray easily from the path of what they seem to be righteousness.
Well, in that case, I appreciate this very much. Where may I make a first initial offering? I guess I've got some things that might be useful. I don't want to offend, you know. even though I'm not
He
exactly of
stands
this
up.
place.
He stands up.
Follow me.
And he easily steps over in an expanse of open drop, and the party has to take the rickety ladder. And he takes you to a back area on the other side of that kind of platform, where you find a petrified nest made of obsidian, and you can see a few offerings have been placed there. A small bundle of coin, a toy, and you can see that prayers have, the gift wrapping, if you will, is scrawled with prayers.
I am going to look over as fast as I can, like, anything look like a boat, anything look like a boat, anything look like a boat.
Miriam's gonna go over, pull out her, go into her little satchel she has, and pull out a very tiny piece of film that, if you looked at it, you would realize is a piece of Chester's shed.
Oh,
And it's actually the first one that he had, and it's very special to her. It's like when you have your baby's first haircut, you put in an album.
and he,
And she puts a drop of Mom, the little vial that she has, puts a drop onto it, folds it into like a little rolly, gives it a little kiss, and puts it on.
Okay.
And does a quick little bow, and goes back.
as you place it down and as you start to go back, you hear like, and you look, and the bit of water is boiling and vaporizing.
Mom doesn't like being this high.
Not good.
Vanadon does not like another god's essence in her temple. Nova, you do realize that you should probably tread carefully here.
I'm going to walk up to the thing. I'm going to take out my rapier, my first rapier, and my first quarterstaff, and I'm going to go, Vanadon, you can hear? Hello. I am not one of your ilk, nor are my parents. But we need not be enemies, and I respect the grounds that you have. If you aid me on my journey, I hope to aid you on yours. Safe travels. And also, I hope that this cult business will be resolved smoothly for both your sake and mine. And I bow and I put it down.
Make a religion check. You included a prayer.
I guess who's good at that? 26.
26.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. What's Azalea and Lottery doing before I continue
Think-
here?
Azalea is just going to kind of watch as Nerium and Nova does this display of reverence. She's not much of the religious type. She kind of just is. So she's just gonna kind of stand there and observe that this is happening. Unless Mr. Giant Dude Bro is staring at her.
Sorry, so the giant has brought you here and then has returned into the deeper regions of the temple to return to the fight. So the
Was he
party
the-
is actually more or less, to their knowledge, left alone.
Was he the guy we were just talking to? Oh, okay, so he's gone. Okay, cool. Lobby. Is the girl anywhere nearby?
What?
Make a perception check. At advantage.
Rolling Feps dice this time. That was not as good as a nat 20. However, it was
Thank
pretty
God.
good.
If it had been another nat 20, I would have been like, okay, we got to look at these dice. Hang on.
22.
22. You do note. You look through the double doors that the cloud giant had just passed through, and you can see her slowly cleaning up what looks like a statue had been shattered to the ground she's trying to gather all of the pieces together of this blue stone that's been shattered on the ground. You watch as she casts mending upon the floor, and all the scratches and cracks that has formed begin smoothing over. She appears reverent, maybe in her mid-20s. Maybe early 20s.
I think. Okay. So given that the giant guy isn't anywhere nearby, Azalea is going to kind of watch as Snova and Nerium are kind of pay their respects, and is, I think, going to try to like sidestep towards this girl, if possible.
Sure. As you do, you see her look up, kind of perk up, and kind of get up and dust off her kind of sage clothes, and kind of bounce over and goes, "Hello."
Hi.
Can I help you with anything? Oh, my name is Amos. Did you need help with any religious rites or perhaps food or anything else I can attend to?
Not particularly. I was just intrigued by your presence, actually.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not anyone special.
Azalea kind of like chews on her tongue for a second, in like, how do I say, actually, no, you are very unique and very special without coming off as incredibly creepy.
While you're chewing on that,
This is creepy.
while you're chewing on that, Lottery, what are you up to?
So, if they're being reverent and everything, Lottery doesn't, even though he's very tempted to probably say something, it's like, oh, better not. And it kind of sees Azalea walk over to Emis, and like, oh, okay, fun, and walks over that way, and is just listening in and seeing what's happening.
Okay, you walk over, and Azalea, as you're kind of chewing on how you want to approach this, you first note that Emis kind of straightens up a little bit.
Oh?
And looks over to what appears to be Lottery, kind of walking over, and she goes, Is there anything I can help you with, sir?
Oh, me? No, I'm perfectly fine, Jellybin.
Oh, I don't take those kind of risks.
Why not?
I like things kind of predictable and steady, and it's not really my speed.
Predictability is awfully boring.
I'm
Stale.
not much of a gambler.
It's not gambling. It's just fun. It's only gambling if you intend to get one thing and get the other. But if you take whatever comes your way.
You see a little color to the cheeks, and she kind of, okay, and she takes one and goes, It's matcha.
Nice. Wonderful. Wonderful. See? No gambling here. But I'm wonderful. What was your name? I didn't catch it.
I'm Emis.
Emis.
Does a little curtsy. And if there's anything I can help the two of you with, please let me know. I know some of the initiates rituals, and if there's any food or anything like that, I'm more than happy to be of service.
Well, thank you, Amos. Appreciate that. Sorry, Azalea, I did not mean to interrupt your conversation prior. So
Not at all.
they probably need something from you. So I will step away. Are you done praying yet?
Is he religious?
Yeah, hard to say. She's referring to Lottery, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Hard to say.
That's viscera. That's viscera. All that. Horrible.
She kind of, you hear this bell chime of a high laugh.
Well, aren't you adorable? Have you ever seen a creature made of honey?
Made
You
of
are
honey?
not candy in a vanning this child. You are not candy in a vanning this fucking.
You want some cane?
What a fucking honey cat!
Be weirdly nice, but okay.
Lottery, as you turn to walk away, something in the back of your head's kind of kind of scratching at you. It's real subtle, though. I don't know if you would choose to dive into that or if you would ignore it.
What do I catch? Like, is it an ill feeling?
Really,
Is
it's
it just a
weirdly
weird
nice
feeling?
Just
right now.
Something off about Azalea. Azalea was being kind?
Hang on, stop, full stop, hang on, back up, reverse it. Pardon. Azalea, you are introducing your familiar to strangers. Are you feeling well? Was it the vomit?
Melly is far more sociable than I am. And who am I to keep her from meeting new people?
It's made of honey.
As like
You
a
hate-
snake.
I've only known you for about probably 16 hours, 35 minutes, and 52 seconds, but you hate people. I'm very
I-
confident in saying that.
I hate specific people.
I'm sorry,
most
am I
people.
causing a problem?
No, you are
No.
fine. You are beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful, jelly belly. You also. Hmm.
Oops, someone got burned.
This is why I don't like gambling. Excuse me.
I couldn't help notice the fact that you're awfully intrigued by the young one over there. Super strange. One has the preferences. It's fine. You seem to be the type, Azalea, that when you see something that you like or that causes you great curiosity, that you tend to latch on it sharper than a Tasmanian devil.
Correct.
So why this one? Curious.
Who's gargling wine like 40 feet away. Goes over to the edge.
That was bird poop. I'm sorry, dear.
She seems sweet.
Yes, they all seem sweet until the unsweet crosses their paths.
You have a lot of questions
Oh,
for
that's how
someone.
one learns. Otherwise, what are we but ignorant souls floating through the astral plane?
Put that on a t-shirt.
Bourgeoisie is still very much on blazing on this oversized XL t-shirt.
I put that
Amazing.
in chat for people who want to see that.
Are you afraid of questions, or are you afraid of the answers?
I haven't yet decided if I like you enough to answer them.
Then goes back to my first point. You dislike people, an awful lot of people. So why are you in particularly likable to that one?
Some people are worth being kind to. Mary, for example.
Oh, Mary, obviously, that makes sense.
It's like, yeah, duh.
But that's your reason? You just see a random young church girl and is like, ooh, that one.
More or less.
Insight check.
Ooh, make an insight check. And Azalea, you can make a deception check.
You know, I'm good at these.
That was a natural 20.
Ooh.
28. So add a 28.
What am I? There it is. 31,
Okay.
actually.
Lottery, you're seeing a new side to Azalea, something that is kept reserved and private for most people. You're able to determine that this is not romantical. This is simply Azalea might just have a soft spot for innocence.
Ah, very well. MS, I'll take some of that wine if you have extra. Please, thank you. I'll be right there. Back pew.
Of course.
Back.
Um,
Are you done praying yet?
Yeah. Elbows Nova.
I don't know what the result of my religion check
Yes,
was. I'm
let
in
us go to
limbo.
that.
I'm sorry.
you go to elbow Nova and Nerium, and Nova, who's got his eyes closed and is doing the prayer, you actually elbow him in the balls, and you you look and he's flying. He's 5 feet off the ground. And as you recognize that, you slowly drift up and away from him, as you are also flying.
Hey! Guys! She's just like flailing in the air, just like.
You realize how much hair Nerium actually has on the top of the head as you go upside down and it reaches the floor. and Emis, you hear again this soft chime of a giggle, and then she's laughing and she's about to say something when there's a sudden. First, the prow maiden perks up in sudden fear as there is a sudden crackle, a loud, detonative tearing far off deeper in the dungeon. The temple. Freudian slip there.
Oh dear. Oh no.
What are you doing?
As the island shudders and begins to become slightly unstable, and that's where we're gonna leave off for the episode.
Ow!
I don't even. What am I seeing? My eyes is black. I don't even know I'm flying.
I think you would have opened your eyes being hit in the nuts.
Okay, thank you.
I just wanted to possess somebody. Is that someone else?
Excuse me, one more time, louder.
Important to note, highly likely we're on hallowed ground right now, so possession would be impossible. Highly likely.
Chat, thank you so much for being here.
This child.
Chat, thank you so much for being here. I am SirFeffers. I'm the humble dungeon master of the long shot table. If you didn't know, this is a level 20 campaign that is taking place primarily in the astral realm. Right now we're in the elemental plane of air. It's kind of a Treasure Planet meets Feywild meets primordial horror kind of vibe. And we have 2 other campaigns weekly here on the channel. Terraform with such amazing players as Ben Brainerd, Shane Wally, Taylor and Tracy, Crit Fail Jake, that dorky cosplayer, as well as another campaign known as Windfall, which is more of a Western dark gothic campaign with such amazing people as, of course, our phenomenal Offbeat Outlaw, That Dirty Taco, Crit Fail Jake, my buddy Jared, and the illustrious Luna Wolf Spirit. Tune in for those campaigns as well. I'm so glad for everybody who raided. That was like 8 raids or some nonsense. I don't know how to deal with that. Thank you so much. Do come back, and if you want to get caught up on this campaign or any of the previous ones, you can head over to the YouTube Jake and Feffers. And as far as announcements go, I am going to be running 2 panels at Gen Con, as well as attending a 3rd at Indie Comic Con with Nomad. And we're making a Terraform book. More on that later. Let me throw it over to the phenomenal Fish Finley.
Fish Finley.
Hello, I am Fish. You can find me everywhere as Fish Finley. I draw, I play games, I sing. It's a very fun time. Do you like what has been on my shirt this whole evening? Would you like it on your wall? You can buy you can buy a bunch of my artist prints over on, if you go to my link tree, you can find where to do that. It's great, it's a fun time, wonderful. Also, I'm on the board for the Crit Awards this year, Gen Con. It's an award for recognition in TTRPGs for the community. It's led by the community, driven by the community, run by the community. So it's very community oriented. Go check out the website in order to see like when nominations are up and voting and all that. We're all for like we want to support the community as best we can. Gestures vaguely at all the peeps in this hall as well, being like people that have been involved in some capacity. But other than that, I have decided that I am making a throne for this dice. This dice, it's getting a chair.
Whoa.
Like this is absurd. But yeah, Azalea she just wants to possess girls. That's so much to ask. Gosh.
What?
That's it. Offbeat.
That's crazy.
It's spring
what up?
break. Do a possession. It'll be fun.
What, Maida?
My name is Offbeat Outlaw. I've been Nova Wake this evening, who is so cute. I still don't know if I did a good or a bad. Did I do a good, Feff?
I think it was just
I feel
gonna
like
tell
I should-
you.
I feel like I should-
You think the
Yeah, I
answer
rolled-
is that simple?
I rolled a 26. I think I deserve it.
Well, too bad.
I've been Nova Wake, who's been fighting dragons, been a dragon, is in a temple, and is really hoping that this bird god can see the nuance of the gesture that is happening. And
She did gift you and Nerium with flight.
That's true.
What if they
That's-
just wanted to bring us into the stratosphere to die?
Yeah, huh?
I guess I gotta become a dinosaur bird again.
But yeah, you can find me on YouTube and TikTok under this exact same name, under the name Offbeat Outlaw. As per the usual, I stream on Twitch on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. If you're wondering, like, why is the content so slow nowadays? It's because I'm studying for the LSAT, and that thing takes up a lot of time. That's me.
Could you
Quincy.
tell everyone what the LSAT is for the non-Canadians?
Oh, well, the LSAT's an American thing, so
Oh.
I had to learn it. The LSAT is the law school admissions test, and it is used in North America, and is
I know
orchestrated
things.
by the Law Admission Society of. I wanted to say a name, but I need them to like me, so the LSAC is who orchestrates it, and it's a lot. Law school big brain test, yes, or law school puzzles for toddlers, but there's so many of them, and you better know how to answer those toddler puzzles quick. Quincy.
Hello everybody, my name is Quincy, Quincy Sovereign. I do all the things. I love fantasy, I love D&D, and I have been Lottery Faust tonight. Your wonderful little chaotic bard. And yeah. Lex.
Hello, I'm SmolBirdLex. You can find me at SmolBirdLex and SmolBird Art. Hire me to draw stuff. I'm gonna be at PAX East and at Gen Con, so y'all can say hi to me,
Whoop.
you know, and vibe. Just, don't tackle me out of nowhere,
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing. It's kind of really amazing.
If you buy my art, it gives me more
look, it's right
chance
there.
to do stuff at these conventions. So, yeah, pass it out to Pep.
All right, gang, we're gonna jump into a raid over to Nomad's Land official, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening. I'll see you Tuesday for Terraform. Everyone pile into this raid and have a fantastic rest of your weekend, friends.
Bye.
There's a countdown. And we're